Stellar Blade has been a topic of discussion for some time now. While the topic might not be as deep as you think, there is still some divide. In particular, it feels like the media is against fans. Many gamers see Stellar Blade as a symbol of fighting back against a woke agenda. The media sees it as a sexist trope that depicts women in a sexualized manner. They say that the characters are not an honest or accurate depiction of what real women look like. Now, if you go to my gym, I see at least 10 women who look like Eve per day, but I will pretend for a moment I have been very clear about my feelings towards fan service. Both men and women respond to it. However, let's first listen to the argument against it, and then we can explore this thought process more. A while ago, Mary Sue wrote, "Ever since the marketing for Stellar Blade began, it has been abundantly clear that men are going to be gross about it." When the gameplay overview was released, the comments were overtaken with commenters fawning over the lead character and declaring it the best game ever solely for the protagonist's design. Meanwhile, Eve has become an anti-woke symbol for conservatives. Of course, one could argue that the game's developer, Shift Up, can't control men being gross online, and one can't really call them out for hypersexualizing women without calling out the entire industry. They say here that Eve has become an anti-woke symbol for conservatives. They are half right with that statement. She is not a symbol for conservatives. She is, however, a symbol against the gaslighting that has been going on. The idea is that video game characters need to be an accurate depiction of real-life people. Video games allow us to escape reality. I do not want to play a character that looks like me. If you do, that is fine. Plenty of games allow you to design your ideal avatar. However, Stellar Blade is simply not for you. They make another point that I disagree with. It's important to note that the problem with this whole debacle is not about Eve's design. Some have claimed that those concerned about this situation are shaming the model that Eve was based on, or suggesting that women shouldn't embrace their sexuality. But that's not what we're saying. The problem is quite simple. A game developer and thousands of internet users are bluntly describing Eve as an ideal woman. The only woman that men want to see. Hypersexualization in video games is a problem because it pushes the idea that there is only one ideal body type and that women should be judged on how well they adhere to it. They think that men are describing Eve as the ideal woman and the only body type that they want to see. Firstly, you cannot control how people will react to something. Even if some men describe her that way, I do not see why that should matter. The ideal body type for men is depicted in the same way. Do you know how many times I have read that Chris Hemsworth or Henry Cavill is the ideal man? We cannot control what people think. All I know is that people like to watch prettier people. There is a reason why so many romantic movies geared toward women all showcase the same in-shape guy. There is a reason why every female teen CW show has the same shape as a good-looking guy with his shirt off. That reason is because it works. You cater to your audience. The creators of this show know that they have a large female audience, so they showcase these in-shape guys with their shirts off. The gaming industry knows they have a large fan base of men, so they showcase attractive girls. I do not understand why that is so hard to understand. However, these points have been made a million times before, so why am I making them again? That is because Stellar Blade just dropped an all-new photo mode for the media to be mad about. Now, I will be honest. It is very clear what they are trying to do here. As I have mentioned, I have never claimed that Stellar Blade is not a fan service. It very clearly is. The brand new photo mode goes a long way to highlight some of those favorite parts. In addition, they are also teaming up with Nier. There are brand new outfits for you to choose from that also have the internet buzzing. Now, I will admit that this discourse is not as aggressive as many would suggest. However, it is a massive point of contention that Eve is good-looking. In fact, the entirety of Gamergate revolved around this specific topic. While some might be turning this into a more significant issue, it is not an over-exaggeration that there has been a movement to try and stop games like Stellar Blade from existing. DEI-driven companies like Sweet Baby Inc. are everywhere, and their game plan is simple. Remove anything that even closely resembles fan service. In the end, all we can do is laugh at these people. While some companies are bending to the pressure, others choose to stand up. All we can do as fans is speak up when we see something happening and choose to support game developers who support fans,